bhakti onto such a soul. And such a soul is deserving to have mukti, bhakti at your divine lotus feet. Of course, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he wanted to change this mukti to bhakti. But it is rightly said, Lord Chaitanya said. So those who offer their humble obeisances at lotus feet of Krishna, then success in bhakti is guaranteed. So such is a such is a power of offering obeisances, vandana to Krishna. Acharya of vandana is Akrura, uncle Akrura. He was the uncle of Lord Sri Krishna. So he is the Acharya, and he has teach us such a tricks. Trick is that anybody you offer your obeisances to, you invoke unlimited mercy from that person. Purana Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Yeah. That if you want to please Guru, your divine master, then all you need to do is offer him obeisances as many times as you can. Gurudeva ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. And believe me, it definitely works. If you are an offender, not offender, if you have unknowingly offend someone or knowingly, Prabhupada says in Nectar of Devotion, one of the three things you do is to offer your sincere obeisances onto that person. Of course, Vandanam is not just one sense or two senses. Dandavat, pranam, means you prostrate yourself just like a dand, straight, and you do obeisances with your all limbs, including your forehead, mind, and prayers. So prayers has to be there in Vandanam. We usually pray to Srila Prabhupada or our own Guru, saying by his pranam mantra, and also we have to meditate on whomever we are offering our obeisances to with our mind. So also your other limbs has to be engaged in offering obeisances. Gopis also says in Gopi Geet, Pranata Dehinam. Pranata Dehinam means we are all your maid servants. We are consigning ourselves, we are offering ourselves at your lotus feet. And we are pranata, means we are surrendering our mind, body, intelligence, everything at your lotus feet. Pranata Dehinam. And such as a verse in Bhagavad Gita, Tad Vidhi Pranipatena. Pranipatena matlab meaning we offer our obeisances to the Tattvavid Guru, and by doing so we can get all the mercy from the Guru. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti tadganam naminat sudarsina. Also in Nectar of Instruction, Srila Rupa Goswami states on the 5th verse that how we should respect or offer our obeisances to three kinds of devotees. Those who are taking the holy names, you honor them with your mind. Those who have taken Diksha and worshipping deity, you offer them obeisances. And the pure devotees, you offer yourself completely by associating with him Susrusaya Ipsitam Sangalabhya, by associating with him. So, such is a power in offering obeisances. So, I'll stop here. It is well over time.
ISKCON spiritual master, Prabhupada disciple, and he's been serving in major projects like Delhi project as president, Vancouver before. Now as ISKCON spiritual master, you can see how he's giving transcendental enlightenment. Very happy to have Grihastha spiritual master also in our ISKCON to help guide the Grihasthas and devotees and anyone who wants to get the spiritual guidance. I will speak a little over because this is the first time he spoke. This is island of which devotional service? Bandhanam. And that's why he was speaking on Bandhanam. So we already heard the glories of the island. We don't spend very much time in this island. We're only in this island a couple hours. Today we crossed through Ritudweep, Janudweep, Madhudramdweep, and Rudradweep. Today we're going through 1, 2, 3, 4 different islands in one day. So while if you haven't offered your bandhanam to Janu Muni, please do so. As we heard, he's very powerful. And we are in Satya Yuga. These rishis are doing austerities for thousands and thousands of years, even in Treta Yuga. And they are giving mystic powers. They're very spiritual, very they're more of goodness. So obviously Janu Muni was a great devotee. Otherwise this Leela with the Ganga would not have happened. He was also merciful for the fallen souls because the sons of Sagar were ashes, Sagar Maharaj, so he accepted Bhagirati's request and released the Ganga to give mercy. So that means he's very merciful. We're going to go this year on our Ganga safari to the Sagar Island, where those ashes were, where the Ganges reached and liberated them. This is the first time that we've ever done an excursion. I don't know if we'll ever do one again. So if anyone wants to come for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, if it's very ecstatic, we may do again, but I can't guarantee it. So if we're after Gaur Purnima, we're going on the Ganga safari to that island of Sagar, tracing out many places of Lord Chaitanya. Little commercial here on the side. Bhishma Leela that happened here when Bhishma Dev visited Navadvip Dham, and he met Janu Muni. He met Janu Muni, and he got all kinds of, this is also known as the Bhishma Tila. So many details, it's hard to keep it all in mind. We need, all of the sannyasis and senior devotees are invited to preach for a few minutes. Here's Ananda Damdas, he'll be going around everyone he recognizes and asking where they'd like to speak something. But in case you want to speak something and he doesn't see you, please, raise your hand, Ananda Damdas Brahmachari. He's specifically service is to enroll people for speaking. Now we're really over time, but we're going to speak.
Janu Muni was considered the maternal uncle of Bhishma, because Bhishma's mother is Ganga. So after he finished studying with Brihaspati, he came here and he learned all religious principles, and he also learned about the appearance of who? Come on. Try again. All right. So then, at the time he was lying on the bed of arrows, he taught all this to Yudhisthira, that Hey Manga verse from the Mahabharata. So Bhakti Vinod describes he saw Bhishma here, blackish body like Krishna, chanting on Tulsi beads with tilak marks. And when Bhakti Vinod met him, he preached to him. He said, I saw Krishna in full, and then you had darshan in Navadvip. Now you've got Gauranga's mercy. So Bhishma is also an eternal resident of Navadvip. Give up all desires and aspirations, live in Navadvip and worship Gauranga. And you'll never become entangled. So remember that one for next year. Bhishma Dev ki jai.
Krishna said, because you saw me in Navadvip, so Bhishma Dev is here in his special Leela form. Janamuni is still meditating invisibly, chanting japa, Tulsi beads. So we're going to chant our japa and hold to the Jannagar, which is the last section of Janudvip, to see the Saranga and Murari temple and temple of the deities of Vasudev Datta. It's a very small temple, and we're going to be squeezed in. The devotees who go first should take quick darshan. If it's too crowded, then take darshan on the way out. Go to the back of the temple and sit down and fill it up like going to the back of the bus. Not everyone will fit inside. Some people have to stand outside of the courtyard where there's a wall and there's a little road. You can also stand on the road. But keep in mind the translation so that the Russian translators will be where the mic is and so on. So now we go another kilometer or so for the... So let's go Prabhupada first.
Takunang ki? Takunang? Jagabandhu? Gornitai? नहीं, डेटी ने राधा गोपीनाथ और Gornitai? Gornitai नहीं. ये राधा माला गोपाल. Sri Radha Madam Gopal Gopinath.
Very tight place so people can move ahead. Those who know English should come ahead here on the road. See what? The Shangamurari deities are Radha and Gopinath. And they are the smaller Radha and Krishna deities. The large Radha and Krishna deities are Radha Madan Gopal, and they are Vasudev Datta's deities. So Vasudev Datta's temple will see the ruins of it after we leave this temple. I thought this was still Janudvip and Madhudranvip was the birthplace of... you got the book there. I've been asked to speak on Saranga Murari Thakur. So, Saranga Thakur was very humble. He always thought himself not very qualified to be a spiritual master, but somehow he just accept any disciples, although he was qualified and Lord Chaitanya ordered him that he had to accept disciples. Like that in ISKCON, Prabhupada ordered all his followers to become spiritual masters. Therefore our principle is that everybody has already got the order, but there's a couple of principles that they should be qualified. So some local committee, if they feel they're qualified, according to our rules, they can nominate someone. If nobody knows any disqualification, then automatically they're authorized. This is our system in ISKCON, so we have potentially the scope for unlimited gurus. According to the presence of one, the guru normally one doesn't initiate, that's etiquette. But if the guru orders one, then of course one would carry out the order. So all these guru tattvas, principles are manifested here in the Murari and the Saranga Thakur Leela. It shows how during the time of Lord Chaitanya, all the gurus were initiating simultaneously. There wasn't just one acharya. There are many acharyas in Sankirtan movement, but they're all working together as one family. And that's what we are trying to achieve in ISKCON, and by Prabhupada's mercy, to a large degree, I think we're achieving. Saranga Thakur, one day Lord Chaitanya really got heavy. He said, I ordered to take a disciple. Why you don't take a disciple? How will the Sankirtan movement expand if the devotees don't accept disciples? So then he just decided, I have to take a disciple. So the next person, tomorrow morning, the first person I meet, I'll just give him initiation. Kind of an unusual decision. That would not be within his law, but he was so desperate when he carried out Lord Chaitanya's order. So every morning before Mangal Aarti, go and walk to the Ganges, which is not too far from here. We're going to also get on our boats at the place where he bathed. And so it was still dark. So he was bathing in the water. And one person was floating in the water. Bumped back into him. So then he said, well, this is the first person I met. So I pulled the person over, and then he chanted the Guru mantras in the ear, initiation mantra, and chanted the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And actually that person was a dead body. There was someone, a young man, that had upstream went for a ceremonial Ganges bath before his wedding, maybe before his wedding. It's the custom to take a bath with a kirtan and everything. But somehow, as the will of Providence would have it, he drowned. So the system is so the drowning body, the dead body was floating in the water, bumped into Saranga Thakur. So when he gave the mantra into his ear, his mantra is so powerful. We heard of Dipyoga Hide Prakashita. Well, here even the life came back to the dead body. Murari Thakur was resurrected from the dead. We also have in our Krishna conscious movement resurrection. The Christians think that they have only resurrection, but we also have resurrection. And here is one of the several cases of resurrection. Murari Thakur was stone dead. And he was resurrected from the dead and he became an empowered preacher. When he was initiated, then he surrendered to his guru. Actually, this is a custom though in Bengal from previous time that if somebody gets bit by a snake, they put them on a raft with a mosquito net, hoping that in the previous time there used to be rishis and yogis meditating by the victims coming by with their mystic power. They draw them over and they resurrect them. I saw one time a body floating by like this with the whole mosquito. I said, what's that? They explained, this is what goes on. That many times people have been resurrected like that. But this was my initiation. So when the parents of Murari Thakur heard that their son was alive, they came and told him, now come back home, get married, have a family life, everything. But he said, I was dead. Now my life is given by my guru. Now I belong to him. Now I have to serve him. I'm sorry, I can't go back. That's my former life. So they were not happy, but what to do? So this Murari Thakur, it seems he was also ordered by his guru to accept disciples. Because he initiated many people. I don't know absolutely that it was in the presence of Saranga Thakur, but we never heard that Saranga Thakur passed away. So just from kind of circumstantial evidence, it seems that it simultaneously, because he's only disciple of Saranga Thakur, but he was such a preacher. Because he already came back from the dead. He was having some mystic powers and he was very amazing. I don't want to go over time myself, but just a few words on Murari Thakur. He was a very amazing preacher. Like he would sometimes they go and there'd be a big tiger. Then he just slapped the tiger. Behave! Don't scare the devotee. And he jumped on the back of the tiger and come into the town village, you know. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You can imagine people see, not too many people ride in on tigers. Only one we've seen is like Uma, Durga. Or lion or tiger. So then sometimes he would just pick up the poisonous snakes. He already was dead, rejuvenated, so he wasn't afraid of death anymore. If he wanted to have some quiet japa, it was too much hustle and bustle. For seclusion, he'd just go under Ganges water and meditate underwater, chanting japa for a few days. He was not from this world. He was really transcendental. So that when he would preach, he would just convert entire villages at the time. He was a very powerful preacher. So that's just a few. This we could go on speaking about these two great devotees. But that's their ashram was here, and their deities are the small Radhakrishna deities. Now we also have Vasudev Datta's ashram, which is about 200 meters behind here. And we're going to speak about that, but first we're going to hear what's the other thing? From Soja Maharaj about this Dham, which is Madhudrum Dweep, the land of Seva. Pada Sevanam. That this Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's Navajiv Mando Parikrama. So you can get their blessing also for the Parikrama. It's very important place. We come now into a new island. I said we just traveled to a very Mando Beach. So now we're in Madhudrum Dweep. And Suhota Maharaj, who is very scholarly, very well learned. He pointed out that in some Puranas it says the Janu Muni, the Ganga came from the ear. He said same ear. But anyway, it definitely came from his body. Like this, he's one of our very writes many books. So let's hear from him about Sevanam Island. Hare Krishna. Gauranga. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravayi Jani Visheshwari Ashakshati Shanande. So His Holiness Jagannatha Maharaj has related this most wonderful narrative of Sharanga Thakur by the touch of his lotus feet, his dead body, is gratification. So what this illustrates is the primacy of Sevanam, this island, Modadruma Dweepa, embodies the mellow of Seva, service. And this particularly means service, with service to Krishna's devotees, or Sadhu Sangha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhakti Janma Mool Hoy Sadhu Sangha. That's the root, the mool. Krishna Bhakti is found in association with devotees, and there is no meaning to Sadhu Sangha without seva. You see, just like Srila Prabhupada gives this example of a fly may also come where the king is sitting on a throne. So a fly may also come and sit there too. Does that mean that the fly and the king are at the same level? Of course. There's actually no relationship at all. Fly is in a totally different consciousness. So association, real connection to devotees of the Lord is seen through service, and it is service, the Sevanam, that actually gives life to the whole process, to all processes of bhakti. I remember in Atlanta, 1975, Srila Prabhupada came there to install Sri Sri Gaurnitai. And as part of the total funk that was put on by the devotees, this was in the temple room before the deities, and Srila Prabhupada was on the Vyasasana watching the play. And this was the play about Mahaprabhu bringing Sankirtan to this Navadvip area after having returned from Gaya. And at one point, the smarter Brahmins were shown coming before the Qazi and complaining. And one of their complaints was that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is spreading the chanting of Hare Krishna, giving it to anyone and everyone. So one person chanting, next person, next person, next person, next person, is going out, throughout the whole population, everyone chanting Hare Krishna. And they said, in this way, the holy name, which is the most sacred vibration in the Vedas, we find in this Kali Santrana Upanishad, where the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra given. There, Lord Brahma, he tells Narada Muni that Narada Muni has come and asked him, Dvapalanti Narada Brahmanam Jagama Katam Bhagavan Gam Paritam Kalam Santaremiti, how can we cross over the ocean of Kali Yuga? And Brahma answers, Sadhu Prashtomi Savashukti Hasyam Gopyam Tatshinu Yena Kali Samsaram Tarishati. Now listen, Tatshinu, I will tell you the secret of the Shastras. Gopyam,
it is meant to be protected. So the smarter Brahmins had this interpretation that the holy name is something so valuable that it is hidden, secret, and should be protected, not distributed like that. So they told the Qazi, because this Nimai Pandit is spreading the holy name to everyone, therefore the holy name will lose its potency and become useless. No one will get any benefit. So at that point, Srila Prabhupada, he was observing this, and he leaned forward. There was a microphone, and he spoke over the sound system. They had speakers on all four corners of the temple room. And just as soon as this one actor playing the smarter Brahman said, "The potency will be lost," Prabhupada leaned forward and said, "The potency has already increased." Everyone froze. About 5 seconds, the actors, all the devotees, everyone just froze. Because it was exactly, it was a voice from Vaikuntha. Everyone's heart. And then everyone went, "Jai Prabhupada! Gaur Premanandi Hariyato!" So, the potency of the whole process, including the chanting of the holy name, is rooted in sadhu sangha and in Vaishnava seva. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in his famous Shuddha Bhakata Charana Renu, Bhajana Anukula, Bhakata Seva, Parama Siddhi, Premalati Kara Mula, again this word, Mula. So it is by Bhakata Seva, serving the devotees, that Parama Siddhi, one achieves the ultimate perfection of this process of devotional service. Premalati Karamula, that is the root of the creeper of prema. The very root is service to the Lord and the Lord's devotees. So that is embodied here in this Modadruma Dweep. So while we are here, let us pray from the core of our hearts. Let us pray to all of the devotees that are surrounding us on all sides, that we may attain service to the Vaishnavas, and in this way actually come to life as that dead body come to life just by the lotus feet of Saranga Thakur. Let us come to life in devotional service of the devotees. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. From the island of Modadrum Dweep, this tree here, I forgot to mention, this tree is 500 years old. And this tree is from the time of it came back to life. Another Pundarik Vidyanini is an ISKCON control, ISKCON property. And we built, and somehow I got the good fortune to build I don't build too much, mostly Prabhupada Vishnu does most of the building, I just do little peanuts, he gives the major, but somehow that happened to do. So, with the donations I got from devotees, I constructed the temple of Gornitai there for Vasudev Datta. Just opposite the temple of Vasudev Datta, there's a still standing ancient temple of Mukunda Datta. Somehow we got a mercy there, and I hope that the Vasudev Datta will give all his mercy to all of you. We'll hear more about Vasudev Datta in detail from Kalayana Swami, who's got Guru Minister for Health, Welfare, and for sannyas services, and for he's preaching all over the world. I think he needs an introduction. He's been very merciful on this Parikram. I just want everyone to know we have ISKCON also has a very close, direct connection with Vasudev Datta. Anyway. Dikshiva Karunika Surida Sarvadeshinam. The Vaishnavas have different qualities. One of the qualities is Karunika,
They're very merciful. Vasudev Das, he was a very liberal Vaishnava. He used to spend practically all his earnings on his deities, Madan Gopal, Radha Madan Gopal, which are the deities which are in this temple. Very beautiful blue deity. Large deity is Madan Gopal, and next to him is Srimati Radharani. So Lord Chaitanya instructed Shivananda Sain to become his Sarakela, because that means secretary, because practically he was spending none of his money on his family, and his family was put into great inconvenience. And because they were Vaishnavas, Lord Chaitanya was concerned about them. Vasudev Das, he was such an intimate associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to declare everywhere, 3 times he declared, I am only Vasudev Das man. That his body belongs to Vasudev Das. It exists simply for his pleasure. That is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's personal body. He said, my body belongs to Vasudev Das. He can sell it anywhere. This is the will of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and through this movement, all the conditioned souls within the universe will eventually be liberated and go back to the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Vasudev Das ki jai. Like this, yesterday Sachinanda Maharaj confided me about how important the chanting is, chanting and hearing the glories of the holy Dham. You can just share that with everyone. Dham and Dham. Now they're connected. And then Jagabandhu Prabhu wanted to speak something. You can come. Is a statement of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Dham with the holy name. I speak a little louder and energetically to you. I think we all know that when we are going here through the holy Dham, we are somewhat like blind men in the palace of Mero. We hear about this, but we don't see it. The pastimes and the many things. So there is a particular key which purifies our consciousness and elevates it on the level where we are able to perceive this hidden spiritual truth of the holy Dham. And this key, of course, we know is the holy name. Therefore, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said, Dham means Naam. When you stay in the Dham, but you don't do the Naam, place of the material world, because your consciousness will be material. So, while we are here in the Dham, we have to make a serious endeavor to get closer to the Naam. And I know this is not so easy. To get the japa concentrated, we are walking very early, and when we arrive, the first thing is we take a meal, and that is not the best thing for our japa concentration. Please somehow join the kirtans so that you can experience something of the Naam. And just another very brief thing. Prahlada Maharaj has made a very it's very important, if you wish to stay in Krishna consciousness, to base your preaching activities on the right motivation. In the beginning, preaching or book distribution might be done because we are simply told, or because we want to count seeker points. We want to bring people to our fold and feel some happiness that our numbers increase. But for
little older devotee, it's very important to develop this karunika, this quality of compassion. The moment you can base your activities of preaching on compassion, you step out of your own little ego circle, which is so painful to us, and you step into the world of the wonderful arrangements of the Lord. The moment you even theoretically act out of compassion, you feel the transformation of your whole being. You step out of the ego circle, the ego world, into really Vaishnavas compelled by much deeper and stronger motivation. So this is really a place where a person, I want to speak of me, who's actually has a bad name for his selfishness already, where we can throw ourselves in the dust and call out, please make the impossible possible, Vasudev Datta. Please somehow make my heart a little bit compassionate. Very, very important when you come to Vasudev Datta's place, the earth there, breathe this compassion into your soul when you pray for him. Srila Vasudev Datta ki jai, Srila Sharanga Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Go Premanandi Hare Go. Jagabandhu Prabhu, Amara Sangha Thakur Kahini, Vasudev Datta Kahini, Radha Madan Gopal, Radha Gopinath, Varana Gaurav
Shivananda Sen, Radha Govinda.
Shivananda Sen.
Shivananda Sen.
The very, very smallest deities are from Shivananda Sen.
सबसे जो छोटा विग्रह है वो शिवानंद सेन
That's Radha Govinda.
राधा गोविंद है
Radha Govinda.
मंदिर में जो सबसे छोटा विग्रह
Now we
है
get a little message here. Apna voice ko dekho.
शिवानंद
Apna voice ko to.
আমার এখন 76
Oh, only 76. I thought it was already 90.
80 বছর কম 8 বছর এসেছি
He's been here since he was 8 years old.
8 साल की उम्र से यहाँ पर है
6 years this place. আপনাকে আজকে বড় আনন্দ আমাদের পরম গুরুদেব
অল্প বলে আমি অনুবাদ করব তোরা বুঝবে না
With my folded hands, today is a cause of great joy for me that you're all present here.
পরম গুরুদেব এই যে শ্রীপাঠ সম্বন্ধে কিছু চৈতন্য ভাগবত চরিত্র দেখেছেন বড় শ্রীপাঠ অনুজ্জ্বল ছিল সাত ব্রাহ্মণহাটে এই বিগ্রহ সেবা করে যারা দেবীর উপাসনা করে উনি দুঃখ করে গিয়েছেন উনি অনুগতের কাছে প্রার্থনা দিয়েছেন শ্রীপাঠ উজ্জ্বল প্রার্থনীয় সে ভক্তি সঞ্চিত পরম গুরুদেব তিনারই এক সন্ন্যাস ছেলে ভক্তিপ্রভু সাগর মহারাজ প্রভুপাঠ ওনাকে বলতেন জীবন মুক্ত পুরুষ ভাব সাগর তিনাকে এই বিগ্রহ প্রভুপাঠ তখন 10,000 টাকা যেতেছিলেন পূজারীকে যে এই বিগ্রহ আমাদের মহাপ্রভু ভক্তদের ঠাকুর আমাদের দেওয়া কিন্তু তখন বহু সম্পত্তি ছিল হয়েছে সম্পত্তির লোভে যেগুলো বিগ্রহ তো কালক্রমে সমস্ত নষ্টভ্রষ্ট হয়ে যায় বিগ্রহ যখন গলগ্রহ বিগ্রহকে তার পূর্বস্থলে নিয়ে যায় স্থানান্তরিত 75 বছর ঠাকুরের কোনো ভোগ রাখ নাই এইভাবে তার ইনার পাঠে
বলতে পারবো না তো অনুবাদ করতে হবে তো
This place was very much neglected. The deities were just being worshipped by some pujari, but they weren't properly being taken care of. But he saw from Chaitanya Bhagavat all the Shastra. This is a very, very important place. So he offered that pujari maybe 10,000 rupees, which was a lot of money in those days. Just let us serve the deities, give us the seva of these deities. But then, at that time, the deities had a lot of property. The pujari didn't take it because he was attached to the property.
Then gradually they sold off all the property and the deity service really collapsed. Then the deities were taken to a nearby town called Purvastali.
আমি পূর্বস্থলী আপনি বলেছি the deities were in Purvastali up to that point.
যেটি পূর্বস্থলী থেকে ছিলেন না ডেটিস
আশুতোষ ঘোষাল ছাত্র ব্রাহ্মণ, তার নাম ছিল আশুতোষ ঘোষাল। সে বিগ্রহ তার 6টি ছেলে মারা যায় এই নির্ভরতা থেকে গঙ্গায় ফাঁসি দিতে চায় বিগ্রহকে। তখন শেষ ভোগ দিয়েছে এই অবস্থাতে তখন বাগবাজারে আমাদের প্রভুবাদের যে প্রথম মেয়ে তখন সাগর মহারাজ ছিলেন, ওনাকে স্বপ্ন আদেশ দিলেন গোপীনাথ যে আমাকে গঙ্গায় ভাসিয়ে দিবে, তুমি আমার সেবা নাও। তখন 12 আনার টিকিট ছিল ইংরেজরা 75 নয়। আমরা এসেছি 11টার সময়, আমি যখন খুব ছেলে মানুষ এই অবস্থাতে আসুন আসুন স্বামীজি আপনার কাছে চিন্তা করলাম এই বিগ্রহকে এই আপদকে নিয়ে যান। তখন পূর্বস্থির ছানানির জেলেদের নৌকা ছিল, ওই 5 টাকা ভাড়া দিই বকুলগাঁয়ের ঘোর জঙ্গল, একবার সূর্য কিরণ পড়তো না গ্রামে, আমাকে বাঘিনী পালা ছিল, বাঘ মুখ থেকে রক্ষা পেয়েছি। তাই
অনুবাদ
So these deities, because the pujari had done all this stealing from the properties of the deity, 6 of his children, so he was blaming the whole thing on the deity. His deities are bad luck. All my children haven't done that yet. He stole everything from the deity. That's not the fault, right? Deity is the materialistic vision. And he said, I'm going to put these deities in the Ganga. Save myself from this offense, this horrible curse. The deities killed all my children. So the deities came in a dream of one Sagar Maharaj, who was at that time in Bhagwazar Gaudiya, and told them, if you come here and save me, they're going to put me in the Ganges, and I want to be worshipped the Gaudiya. You come here and serve me. And so then, the Sagar Maharaj, in those days, they had to pay 75 paisa to get a train ticket. Heavy bara, heavy money, rate fare. At that time, he brought with him Jagabandhu as a small youth, and they came together. So at that time, this whole area was so wild that they were tigers.
जंगली जानवर थे
You have to go through tiger-infested area. The tigers were tigers and very scary place. And somehow they got just to that place in time before the deity was cast to drift.
तो बिगड़े इस समय गंगा जी में डाल दिए जाते हैं।
Very exciting story.
उन्होंने
পর্ণকুটির করে 13ই মাঘ আমরা আসি, 20 মাঘ পূর্ণা মন্দিরের দেয়ালের কোণ ভেঙে রেখে 3 দিন 3 রাত নিরাহারি ছিলাম। গুরুদেবের আমি ছাতি ধরি, ঠাকুর মাথায় ছাতি ধরেছিলাম। 3 দিন 3 রাত পরে আকাশ নির্মল হলো, সময় কিছু নেই। তখন রান্নার কোনো এই সময় খুব তাকে কি যে চিড়া কিছু ছিল, সে হোল্ডের মধ্যে সে ভিজি একবার সুতোর মধ্যে দুর্গন্ধে সেই ধুয়ে তারপরে এইভাবে তারপর গুরুদেব বলছে দেখবে, উনি বলেছেন পৃথিবীর সমস্ত লোক এখানে আসবে, এখানে গড়াগড়ি দেবে। বাসুদত্ত জীব দুঃখে দুঃখী ছিলেন, সমস্ত জগতের পাপ এই নরভোগ করে তাদের উদ্ধার। সেই বাসুদত্তের মদন গোপাল এখন যশেশ্বর জয়পটক মহারাজি উনার কৃপা আজকে যথেষ্ট সহায়তা করছেন। পেছনে একটি ভক্তাবাস এই প্রায় 70,000 টাকা খরচ করি ইস্কন থেকে করে দিয়েছি পেছনে। হ্যাঁ, এটা জয়পটকের পার্বত্য একটু পরে একটু উনার প্রার্থনা জানাচ্ছি, একটু দর্শন করতে।
They got the deities from that person, and then they brought them back to this place, the original place. But here, the temple that used to be here was more or less collapsed. There was just this bakul tree, and by Indra's mercy, that time they were here. The first 3 days it was non-stop, day and night raining. They didn't have anywhere to put the deity. They were holding an umbrella over the deities. They didn't have any place to cook. They didn't have any place to all you can do is get some chira, this flat rice. You don't have to cook it, you just soak it. They had a broken pot and soaked it. Like this they started from nothing. And he was there with his spiritual master. He's a grand disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And then in this way, gradually they had this temple built. But they still didn't have any kitchen.
from Gitchidiskan, rather from Bhaktivedanta Swami Charity Trust and Prabhupada established the developing Navadhan Dham and Gormandal Bhumi. We constructed their kitchen and also some Goshala guest house. Some 70,000 rupees about 20 years ago was spent. Different times we spent various amounts of Lakshmi for developing this place. He said you can go in the back and of the kitchen. And the things built by the Bhaktivedanta Swami Charity. I don't know if you want to have darshan of that, but he invited you. It's a shortcut to get out. Mayapur started from a grass hut, and here also started first from a grass hut to what we have here. At that time, there was either a theme or the Guru said, don't worry, in the future there will be Vaishnavas coming from all over the world here. They'll be coming here from America, from Europe, from Russia, China, all over the world. Vasudev Datta. They'll be praying to get the mercy of Murari and Saranga Thakur. And they'll be getting that mercy here.
দুই ভাই এরা ব্রজলীলায় কৃষ্ণ যেমন গৌরাঙ্গ রূপে আসবে বাসুদেব মুকুন্দ সুধাকণ্ঠ মধুকণ্ঠ দুই রাখাল বই বালক ছিল কৃষ্ণের সঙ্গে যমুনা ধারে গান শোনাতে এই গৌরলীলা তো বাসুদেব তো প্রত্যেক বছর পুরী মহাপ্রভু সন্ন্যাসী হওয়ার পর পুরী ধামে আমার ভক্তদের সঙ্গে যেতেন সেই বাসুদেব তো মহাপ্রভু পার্বতীদের একটি প্রার্থনা যাবেন প্রভু আমার একটি প্রার্থনা পূর্ণ করতে হবে কি প্রার্থনা জীবে দুঃখ দেখি মোর হৃদয় বিদরে সর্বর্বে পাপপ্রভু দেহ মোর শিরে জীবে পাপ লয় আমি করি নরক ভোগ সমর্থ জগতের জীবের ঘুচাও ভবরূপ মহাপ্রভু অশ্বকণ্ঠ বলছেন বাসুদেব অসমর্থ ধরে নহে কৃষ্ণ ধরে সর্বশক্তি তোমার বা নরক ভোগ করতে হবে কেন একটি ডুমুর গাছে কোটি কোটি ডুমুর ফল একটি ফল যদি পড়ে যায় গাছে কি খেতে পারে কোটি কামধেনু যার থাকে ঋষি মন্দিরে আশ্রমে কামধেনু থাকতো রাজা তো যেমন জমদ্বিগ্ন আশ্রমে কাটি বীর্যর্জুন গিয়েছিলেন সেই রাজোচিত খাদ্য যা রাজারা জীবনে খাদ্য খায়নি এরকম খাদ্য প্রস্তুত করে দিয়েছে পরপর সজ্জা হীরাবেলা মতিমার্কের বাড়ি সেই কোটি কামধেনু যারা আছে তার যদি একটু ছাগল মরে যায় কি বা খেতে এইরকম অনন্ত কোটি ব্রহ্মাণ্ড কারণ সব ষষ্ঠ ব্রহ্মাণ্ড ভাসছে একটি ব্রহ্মাণ্ডটি উদ্ধার হয়ে যায় উনারই প্রার্থনায় মহাপ্রভু ব্রহ্মাণ্ডটিকে উদ্ধার করে দিয়েছিলেন তখন সেই বাসুদেব দত্তের মদন গোপাল যেমন তিনি দয়াল তার বিগ্রহ সেই দয়াল এইভাবে এই বাসুদেব দত্ত একটু গুরুজি বলছেন দেখো জগবন্ধু আমরা তিন রাত যখন নিরাহারে ছিলাম ছাতি ধরি মদন গোপালকে আমি গুরুদেব রাধা গোপীনাথকে একটি কুলিঙ্গি আগেকার দেয়াল সে মোটা দেয়াল অন্তত 4 ফুট পেয়েছে ওরা 3 দিন নিরাহারে ছিলাম তখন উনি দেখে পৃথিবীর লোক আসবে এখানে গড়াগড়ি দিবি এখানে সমস্ত এই বাসুদেবকে দর্শন দেওয়ার স্টাডিব সকল সংসার কুঞ্জকাঠি লহমরি সীমাঠ পুরী সেই মদন গোপাল এও বদ্রীস্থাপিত গোপাল এও মদন গোপাল সেই বাসুদেবের বিগ্রহ দর্শন করি এই বিগ্রহ অন্তিম সময় অন্য কোনো চিন্তা করতে হবে না এই রূপটি চিন্তা করি যদি প্রাণ থেকে তার মাটি ফুকিতে আসতে হবে না এইটা গুরুদেব নিজেই বলেছেন এই হলো বাসুদেবের অর্থ করুণা আর সাঙ্গ ঠাকুর যেহেতু মহাপ্রভুর সময় খুব বৃদ্ধ 96 বছর বয়স কমর বেঁকে গেছি ত্যাগেছিলেন মহাপ্রভু খুব ঠাট্টা করতেন বিদ্যালয়ে পড়তে দিতেন
There are two cowherd friends of Lord Krishna. So then he, quoting all the Bengali verses, how Vasudev Datta has worshiped on here to give him all the sins of everybody, and he would suffer in hell, but everybody else enjoy Krishna Prema. Where one person suffered, and how Lord Chaitanya preached to him how there's so many of those no more fruits on one tree, and if one fruit falls, once the matter to Krishna, there's millions of universe, he can liberate one. How he'll have his devotee suffer. So all those things he was explaining in great detail, which you've already heard from Prahlad Swami and previously once before from
ब्रह्मांड के उदाहरण जिस तरह से एक वृक्ष में कई फल होते हैं तो एक फल गिर जाए उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है
then again he was
उसी
saying
तरह से
how
एक ब्रह्मांड का उद्धार हो जाए इस तरह से प्रार्थना
predicted the devotees who were coming, that how we're going to take care of the deities, and how don't worry that people will be coming here from all over the world, and they'll be coming to roll on the ground and get the mercy of Vasudev Datta.
वासुदेव की
And
कृपा
how
मिलेगी
Vasudev
विश्व भर
Datta's
से
mercy is
भक्त
so
आएंगे
great.
और
Actually, there's not enough room here to roll on the ground, but the original dirt where Lord Chaitanya and Vasudev Datta were walking on is still available on Vasudev Datta's
वासुदेव दत्त
temple
का
land.
मंदिर पीछे
The
है
ruins of his temple is
जो मंदिर के
there.
अवशेष हैं
Translating. The ruins of his temple is still there, and there's plenty of room there to get some dust and roll.
वहाँ पर रज है रेंग सकते
Aki Bogan.
तो आगे बोल
সাঙ্গ ঠাকুরের পূজিত ব্রজের কৃষ্ণগৌর জীবিকা গৌর জীবিকায় কবিকর্ণকে লিখেছেন ওনার সেই জীবনটি নান্দিমুখী সখী ছিলেন ব্রজবিলাসী কৃষ্ণ যেমন গৌরাঙ্গরূপী আসবেন সেরকম নান্দিমুখী সখী শান্তিপূর্ণমণি ওনার গুরুজনী কন্যা এই নান্দিমুখী করে সাঙ্গ ঠাকুর প্রায় 96 বছর বৃদ্ধ কোমর বিকিকে মহাপ্রভু তখন বললেন সাঙ্গ তুমি একটি শিষ্য করো প্রভু আমি শিষ্য করবো না আমার পটল নেই এইভাবে এই 13 দিন মোরা সাপে কাটলে তাকে বাঁচি সেবা দেন তেমন গুরুদেবের কৃপা পেয়েছে মেনে নির্ভয়ে চৈতন্যা থাকে কুতু হলে কবু 18 দিন গঙ্গাকে ডুবিয়া থাকে না চৈতন্যা নির্ভর হইয়া ঠাকুর ব্যাঘ্রচিতে কুস্তি করে বাঘকে উল্টে ফেলে দিত 10 দিন পর্যন্ত গঙ্গার তলায় চলে যেত 10 দিন পর জল থেকে উঠতেন এই বকুল গাছের বিবরণে একটু মহা অজগর সর্প সাঙ্গদেব দুধকলা দিয়ে পুষে রাখতেন বলতেন এই সর্প আমি যখন ভগবত নাম বিস্তৃত হবো তুমি আমি খেয়ে ফেলো কিন্তু সিদ্ধ বাবার নাম শুনি তার হিংসা ছিল না আগে কৃপা পেয়েছি সাপ মুরারি পরে কৃপা পেয়েছি এই জন্য মুরারি সাপ থেকে খুলে নেই বস্ত্র মজা থাকে কুতে বলে আমি যখন 8 বছর বছর বকুল গাছের ভিতরে আমি ঢুকে গেছি 5-6 জন বসতে পারবে একটা গর্ত বিবর ছিল সেই গর্তের চিনি সাপটি ছিল এই সে সাপকে মুরারি করে নিয়ে বসতেন সে যখন মহাপ্রভুর কাছে প্রতিজ্ঞা হয়েছিল যে কালকে ডাকে দেখবো চেষ্টা করবো ওই মরাকে ওনার পায়ের থেকে সেই মরাকে প্রাণদান দেন সেবা করেন এই গুরুদেব এরকম প্রেম বল দিয়েছিলেন সেই মুরারি চেতন দাসের অলৌকিক লীলা ব্যাঘ্র গালে চর মারে সৎপর্শনে খেলা ব্যাঘ্র তাড়াইয়া যায় বনের ভিতরে
नंदीमुखी Brajlila.
Nandimukhi Brajlila
Nandimukhi Brajlila.
was the disciple of Kasyapa Muni, or one of the Sakhis, one of the gopis in Brajlila came to Gaur Leela as Saranga Thakur. He was even before getting the mantra, just by touching the lotus foot of Saranga Thakur, that he already was rejuvenated. Then he got the mantra and got this again. Then he was going to repeat the whole history again. We told that already. So then he skipped ahead, and then he explained again how Murari Thakur, Murari is also known as Murari Chaitanya.
Murari Thakur का दूसरा नाम
And he
Murari
quoted the
Chaitanya है.
Bengali verse which says that he would sometimes wrestle with the tiger or slap them.
कई बार
And then he
शेर के
explained a lot of
साथ
there was
शेर को तो
not ordinary snake. It was a huge python.
और बहुत बड़े
And this python is like,
अजगर के साथ
I didn't give that, like huge, like maybe 15 feet or more.
15 फीट लंबा होता है अजगर.
And what happened was that python, though, there's a history about it. It was living inside this tree.
पेड़
So
के
when
अंदर
Lord
रहता
Chaitanya embraced the tree,
चैतन्य
the
महाप्रभु
snake
ने
also
आलिंगन
got
किया
the mercy.
उस
And
अजगर को भी
later,
कृपा हुई.
Lord Chaitanya also gave that snake mercy. So he
Murari
walked
Chaitanya
around
को कृपा की
with this
उसने.
huge python wrapped around his neck and waist, and sit there with on his lap
Murari
chanting japa.
Chaitanya
It
जो है
was like quite a personality.
Murari Chaitanya जो है उस अजगर को अपने छड़ी में लपेट कर जब कर
Preaching with a python.
और उस अजगर को प्रचार कर.
And
Murari Chaitanya কত শিষ্য ছিল?
মুরারি চেতনে কত শিষ্য ছিল?
মুরারি চৈতন্য বাড়ির সরগ্রামে
কত শিষ্য ছিল ওনাদের?
উনি শিষ্য তো করেন ওরা পর চলে এসছে
কতজন শিষ্য ছিল ওনার?
মুরারি চৈতন্য ওদের হাতে 196 বছর সেবা ছিল ওদের বংশধর সেবা করে আসছে মুরারি চৈতন্য বিবাহ করেননি সংসার ধর্ম নেননি ত্যাগী ছিলেন ব্রহ্মচারী ওদের ভাইদের মন্ত্র দীক্ষা দিয়ে এই সেবাটি ওদের হাতে ছিল ওই সরের গোসাই যে বেঁচে ভাসি ছিল যে সাপে কাটা কলার ভালায় তারই বংশধর সেবা ছিল 196 বছর পর্যন্ত ওদের হাটে সেবা ছিল। তারপরে দ্বিতীয় হচ্ছে শাক্ত ব্রাহ্মণ হাটে পড়ে হরি ঘোষাল, সেই সময় প্রভুপাদ শাক্ত ব্রাহ্মণ যারা দেবী উপাসনা করে, কালী পূজা করে যারা সব, সেই শাক্ত ব্রাহ্মণ 6টি ছেলে মারা যায় বলে গঙ্গায় ভাসিয়ে দিতে।
His previous family became devotees after he got liberated, and they became devotees, and they actually were worshiping the deities after him, and they were doing what he was going around and preaching. He never got married. He always remained in a renounced order. But his previous brothers, they became devotees, and they were worshiping the deities. But after some many years went by, then it came. They somehow they stopped. They died or whatever. It came into the hands of some Kali worshippers, and so they weren't taking proper of some Sakto Brahmins. So anyway, let's all give Jagabandhu Prabhu a big pranam. Vansha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu heja patita bhavanyo vaishnayo namo namah.
জন্মতিথিতে আমাকে নিয়ে গেছিলেন মহারাজের কৃপায়। আবার আমি কি ব্যাপার দেখি, আমি কত রকম রান্না এই গত গেছিলাম আপনার আবির্ভাব তিথিতেই আমাকে নিয়ে গেছিলেন বর্ণনাথ প্রভু, এখান থেকে নিয়ে গেছিলেন, আপনার পার্বত্য দর্শন করলাম, দেখলাম কি আনন্দ পেলাম সেদিন।
Then he went to one festival, Mayapur, some Gas Puja festival, and he got something like 500 varieties of prasadam or something, and I said I've never had so many kinds of prasad. His life has come very much. So here, if anyone likes, please give some donation. He's struggling here to. Since he was 8 years old, since the deities were under his umbrella in a grass hut, to the present day, he's still pujaris. I thought he's 90, he's 76 years old. That's still 14 years to go till he's 90. But anyway, he's 76, very active. Brahmachari his whole life.
He daily cooks.
Huh?
He daily cooks for the deities.
He first thing does the puja still.
Cooks all.
So that means this is 8 till 76. It's about 68 years he's doing puja. 19, 34. How many years? That's it. So you can get some inspiration. You know where he's headed. Till now, we got so much mercy. Our cups are filling over. In order to, what we can do, we get some, I know your stomachs are completely, your spiritual appetite is like, you have such a limited spiritual appetite, it's like completely almost saturated. So what we have to do is take digestive pills, medicine. Right? What's that medicine? And then she also dhimaya nashi barulagi harinama mahamantra lautu dhimagi. So temple here, that's really the best way to get there. But we'll be chanting the holy name and increasing our appetite, so by the time we get to the next temple, you'll be all hungry again to hear some more. And that will be the birthplace of, but first, we're going to stop. You're going to see this orchard, and there's going to be some ruins with some brick foundation. And that brick foundation is the original temple of this Radha Madan Gopal Devi. That's the ashram of Vasudev Datta. Vasudev Datta was a rich zamindar. He had a palatial building. Around there you'll see there's a lot of ruins of palatial buildings. But that was his temple courtyard. And there you can get some dust. If you want to roll and get the dust, you can do that. Free, you don't have to pay anything extra as part of the Parikram program. You can roll as much as you want.
Let me help you out.
Es el lugar donde encontraron la idea. Es acá donde este vaso de Atata es el original lugar.
Este es el lugar original.
Algo
¿Viste?
sí, supuestamente tiene que revolcar. It's the original place, so vaso de Atata. Find the feet is in this place.
Escucha.
This is the, don't take any out, don't take
Hey!
it out, leave what we got. Everybody takes you. See the bricks, this is the temple room, this is the pujaris
¿Qué
room.
era esto entonces? El templo que antes era original templo. Por eso que quiero que no toquen nada, no tomen nada de acá.
Pay your obeisances, take some dust on your head. Hare Krishna.
Gaudiya Mat. Dada Mada Moham. और
बलराम सुभद्रा श्यामसुंदर जी। बलराम सुभद्रा श्यामसुंदर जी।
বলরাম সুভদ্রা শ্যামাসুন্দর জি। এখানে না কি বলছে এখানে বিষয় আছে সারঙ্গ পড়াই Ese Mayapur Parikram. This is the center of it, which is straight away.
Actually, Yodhya, when we go towards the Ganges, about 150 meters or so from here, there's a big banyan tree, and that is said to be the Ayodhya marker. We're wondering, usually it's very hard to get the devotees to march in any kind of order. But they seem able to sit down in order very efficiently whenever these little plates are put out. This is a miracle. Her name was Narayani. She was a sister of Srivas Thakur's wife, Malini. Had the special mercy of receiving the Mahaprasadam from the plate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when she was a little child. And because she was so blessed, her son grew up to be a great biographer of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, Vrindavan Das Thakur is understood to be the incarnation of Vyasadeva himself, the author of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote the Chaitanya Bhagavat. He was a great, Vrindavan Das Thakur was a very devoted devotee of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. He had his initiation directly from Lord Nityananda. But in his book Chaitanya Bhagavat, he calls himself the last disciple, the last devotee of Lord Nityananda. Because the historical fact is that he was the last person that Lord Nityananda gave Diksha to. And therefore in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami lists 41 branches, sub-branches of Lord Nityananda. was in the Chaitanya tree. And the 41st branch is Vrindavan Das Thakur. Chaitanya Charitamrita is the definitive biography of Lord Chaitanya and explains all of his teachings. But the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita gives credit to his predecessor, Vrindavan Das Thakur. Vrindavan Das Thakur in the Chaitanya Bhagavat described especially the earlier pastimes of Lord Chaitanya before he took sannyas. So Lord Krishnadas Kaviraj in Chaitanya Charitamrita only described in brief these earlier pastimes. And he gave more attention to speaking in detail about the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya after taking sannyas. And he explains, Krishnadas Kaviraj explains, that originally this Chaitanya Bhagavat was called Chaitanya Mangala by its author, Chaitanya Mangala. But then Mochandas Thakur wrote another book, also biographical glorification of Lord Chaitanya. He called that book Chaitanya Mangala. So Vrindavan Thakur, out of respect for his friend, Hare Krishna. He renamed the book Chaitanya Bhagavat, which is very appropriate because he's Vyasadeva himself, the original author of the Bhagavatam. And he does give a hint in various places that he's going to reappear, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes have not been described yet in full, even in the Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So several times within the Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur says that Vyasadeva in the future will describe in much more detail the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And of course, that is Vrindavan Das Thakur himself, is the incarnation of Vyasadeva. So I've been told, I was told this morning that devotees who want to write something in glorification of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is a very good idea to pray here to Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur for the ability to write something appropriate that will glorify the Lord. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, the place where he wrote the Chaitanya Bhagavat is not far from here. It's like 20 kilometers from here or so, in a place called Janura. And there they have some original manuscript and things. This is the birthplace. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he did his parikrama, he started to get these ancient places, and then when we came here 20 years ago, there was still a really very small broken temple. But recently the Gaudiya Math has fixed it up, built a new kirtan hall, so that when we offered to give them some money to fix it up, they felt insulted and did it themselves. So Prabhupada said that may also work sometimes. But I'm really getting worried that this year as we went around, we went to Janu Muni's place. Last year there was now there's a building right next to it, and some man made a chicken farm. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the chickens, buck, 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 whatever the chickens, whatever noise they make. And like there's so many other Naimisharanya, there's so many houses has come. How many of you feel that we need to urgently buy some places in these before they're lost in the future by all these people? How many think we have to carry on the tradition of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and also make some little temples wherever there is a holy place with no temple? I think so. I want to just think. There's one Sri Nam Das, either from Toronto or Vancouver. I forget now. They gave me in the beginning of the parikrama. So you can correct me. They gave me some checks, $1,300. I didn't check, or maybe it was some other place in Detroit. Maybe I think it's from Detroit. I'm sorry, it's from Detroit, from Detroit congregation. And they gave me checks to send $365 for the purpose of developing the Mayapur Parikrama. We just wanted to thank them, and I mean, anyone else that like to help in this project. We want to. This year is really. I've been saying it for a few years, but now I'm in a crisis mode after seeing this chicken farm coming up on Janu Muni's site. This is like too much. You know, next thing, you know, I mean, what could be worse, you know? And, but I'm sure if there's something worse, then someone will do that too. So, as you see, we have this place, and I mean, at least amongst the Gaudiya Sampradaya, but all the next places we're going to see today, until we get to Mayapur, it's all just, you have to imagine, mental. There's nothing you can see. So we hope that in the future, with all your support and blessings of the Lord, we can have something, some sriti and some memorable shrine in every place, so that for the posterity and the future of all the 10,000 years, the devotees coming here, they can have some place to sit and hear the glories of the different places. As I mentioned, this is in Pada Sevana. No, this is now in Madhudram. Madhudram is Sevanam. And Sevanam is Dasya. I said Pada is wrong. This is Sevanam Dasya. And so here also Hanuman is serving Ram. Ayodhya is here. As the next banyan tree down the road is officially, but through this whole area, Lord Ramchandra visited, and His Holiness Sachinandan Maharaj is going to enlighten us about Ramchandra's Leela in Navadip Dham. They told me you were going to speak on that.
About to read it directly from the book for you. Mudra Drumdvip, this is this island, is also Ayodhya. Lord Rama, Lakshmana and Sita Devi came here in Treta Yuga while they were traveling in exile.
Can you keep quietly?
Yes, you will be better able to digest if you listen and digest first the katha, the talk here. I know it's almost a torture, therefore I will not make it very long. I will only read it to you. Please concentrate, and then you will take prasadam much more happy, because something is in your brain. So, I'm sorry, I didn't want to offend anyone. Lord Rama, Lakshmana and Sita Devi came here in Treta Yuga while they were traveling in exile. Lord Rama was so pleased with the enchanting forest here, so he decided to stay. He had Lakshman build a hut under a huge banyan tree, and they lived there for some time. One day, Sita Devi saw Lord Rama smiling, enjoying great bliss within himself. She asked her husband what was giving him so much joy. Lord Rama explained, "Listen, Sita, and listen, hungry Parayatra people. Here is a very secret story. When the glorious age of Kali advance, I will display a yellow-complexioned form here in Nadia. I will take birth in the womb of Sachi in Jagannath Mishra's house. I will give all the fortunate souls who see my childhood form and my childhood pastimes, the supreme gift of prema. Yeah, so you are Hari-boling, then you must hear some childhood pastime of Lord Gauranga. Lord Gauranga would often go to the Ganga in his childhood, and he would jump on people's back who were bathing and explaining, "I am Mahesh." He would sometimes be in the water, and when someone was standing chanting the Gayatri mantra, Lord Gauranga would dive, grab their feet and throw them out of the water. Life. So this was one childhood pastime. Lord Rama said, anyone who would see these pastimes, he would get the supreme gift of prema. So now you have done a little seeing through the eyes, ears, Shastra Shakshu it's called. Well, this was not really from, it was a little from Shastra. So listen as it continues. At that time I will enjoy, says Lord Rama, my beloved educational pastimes and reveal the glories of the holy name. I will then take sannyas and go to Puri, and my own mother will weep with my wife in her arms. Hearing this, Sita asked, O lotus-eyed one, why will you make your mother cry? Why will you give up your wife and take sannyas? What happiness is there in giving sorrow to your wife? Sri Ram replied, listen, Sita, my devotees relish prema bhakti in two ways. In union with me, they enjoy sambhoga, and in separation from me, they enjoy vipralamba. My eternal associates desire sambhoga, but I mercifully give them vipralamba. The devotee to separation from me is actually the topmost bliss. After separation, when union occurs, they feel happiness so much greater than before, 1,000,000 times multiplied. That is the explanation of how there can be happiness in separation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught that the most ideal mood to practice Krishna consciousness is in the mood of separation. Ayinanda Tanuya, my Lord, I was once with you, but I have fallen now into this terrible ocean of birth and death. Please, again pick me up and bring me to you. This should also be the mood of a Parikram person. My dear Lord, where are you? Please say, where are you? Don't you have a voice? Where are you? This is very important, this mood of separation. We will not say we have attained Krishna consciousness. We will not say we have attained the Lord. We will ask, I'm yet to attain, I'm yet to get. Hare Krishna. Once Rupa Goswami, he quoted in his Patyavali an ancient author who says, my Lord, if I should separate, if I should choose between sambhoga, union with you, and vipralamba, that is separation from you, I would choose separation. Because when I feel separation from you, I see you from all corners of the universe coming. This is a very important point. When you feel really, Krishna, where are you? When you feel that urgency of eagerness to obtain the Lord, then you will actually feel the Lord's presence in some ways. Your tears or your sadness won't be the same sadness as when you feel separated from your husband or your wife for some time and feel it's intolerable before you phone him or her with your handy. Separation in this world is really you are away from each other. But separation in spiritual life means because you think intensely of the person you are separated from, and you feel attachment for Krishna, then you will get him. Let us now finish. She who is, Lord Rama says, she who is known as Aditi in the Vedas is now Mother Kaushalya, the mother of Lord Rama, and she will become Mother Sachi in Gauranga's pastimes. So Aditi became Kaushalya, the mother of Lord Rama, and Kaushalya became, in the pastimes of Gauranga, Mother Sachi. And you, Sita, says Lord Rama, will serve me as Vishnu Priya. Wonderful. Is anyone here known as Vishnu Priya Dasi? Yes, Vishnu Priya Dasi. You have the best name. This little girl is Vishnu Priya.
Please stop distributing prasadam now.
Yes. Yes, I know. You feel intense separation from prasadam, and there will be... Yes, this was intentionally arranged by the organizers of the Padayatri, of the Parikrama, so that you know in what direction of psychology you have to look if you want to get the mood of separation. But it's only the direction. The mood of Vipralamba is something else. This is an educational measurement to bring spiritual subjects to the psychology of the modern people. This was intended.